March is in like a lion. Welcome to Pocono Mountains Podcast. This is Season 2, Episode 38, and I'm your host, Jim Hamill. This month is one of rebirth, with spring's arrival and celebrations of Irish heritage, plus plenty more. And there's a combination of the two, with the reopening of Siamsa Irish Pub in downtown Stroudsburg just in time for the annual St. Patrick's Day Parade on March 19th. Siamsa, of course, is a staple in the Poconos for its traditional Irish fare and Guinness on tap, and it bounced back from some water damage when a pipe burst around the holidays, ready for its equivalent of Super Bowl Sunday with the parade in just a couple of weeks. More on that in a bit. The Poconos is a year-round destination for millions of people, with 2,400 square miles of forests, mountains, lakes, and rivers. With historic downtowns and iconic family resorts, it's the perfect getaway. You can always find out more on PoconoMountains.com or watch PTN, the Pocono Television Network, streaming live 24/7. Thanks for listening to Pocono Mountains Podcast. We'll have a new episode each week, highlighting lots of the fun things you can experience while you're visiting the Poconos. Subscribe and leave a review and or comment on whatever platform you listen. Now back to the episode. Brianna Strunk joined the folks at Siamsa recently to welcome the restaurant back on Final Fridays live on PTN. She then sat down for a podcast discussion with the fans of all things Irish. Enjoy.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us once again for Pocono Mountains Podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Brianna Strunk. March is such an exciting month here in downtown Stroudsburg. The big parade, the St. Patrick's Parade, is coming up. It will step off in Stroudsburg over to East Stroudsburg. 15 to 20,000 people, locals and visitors alike, come and swarm the streets for that great event that's great for anybody, whether you're Irish or not. Everyone can celebrate St. Patrick's Day. And we are here at Siamsa Irish Pub on Main Street in downtown Stroudsburg with the general manager, Doug. Doug, thank you so much for having us. Of course, Parade Day is huge for your business, but you're also celebrating something else.
That's correct. We're reopening today for the first time in 2 months. We had a pipe leak, on Christmas Eve night, so we've done a lot of reconstruction and renovations, painting, cleaning up, revamping the menu. So we're excited to be reopened and in time for the festivities in March. A lot of water damage. Our kitchen's up on the second floor, so the water flowed from the top floor down to the second floor, down to the basement. So it was a lot of damage, walls, ceilings, floors. So all of that had to be redone, cleaned up, a lot of cleaning up, a lot of painting, a lot of redoing of floors. We're excited that it looks really great now. It was a rough 2 months, but our staff's all back, ready to go, ready to help people, and we're looking forward to it.
Who discovered the pipe burst, and what was it like coming in and seeing that? I mean, during the holidays, nonetheless, when everyone has so much going on. Yeah,
devastating. Luckily, it was a sprinkler pipe, so it set off the fire alarm, so we were notified right away that there was a leak. Checking the cameras right away, pop on the cameras to see what's going on, and just watching the water flow was heartbreaking. You put a lot of time and your heart into this, and to see things that you put so much effort into get damaged, it hurts.
And people who work in the restaurant business or even lead a restaurant like a general manager, I always hear that it's a 24/7 job. It's not clock in, clock out at a certain time. You're putting in more than 40 hours
Absolutely.
A week. So even having to put in more effort during the holidays, I mean, you have a family, you have kids, that's a lot for everyone.
Sure, it definitely put a damper on Christmas for everyone involved. It just, like I said, it was heartbreaking. And for it to happen during the holidays was pretty rough too. It was hard to witness and hard to kind of calm down from it all. And hard to really have a good holiday when that's what's happening.
So 2 months, January and February, your business was shut down. But what I find is amazing is you're finding a silver lining in all of that.
Correct. I mean, the silver lining is, the restaurant, it was an opportunity for us to kind of sort of reinvent ourselves as far as the menu goes. It gives us some time to really look at it. We got brand new flooring in and painting, and the restaurant really looks nice and fresh.
What is Siamsa Irish Pub? What can people find here?
Yeah, so anything that if you're looking for the traditional Irish pub experience, this is where you're going to find it. So shepherd's pie, fish and chips, bangers and mash, those types of things. But it's also a great time to come and have fun. Siamsa means fun and entertainment in Gaelic. So we have live music on the weekends, dancing late night on the weekends, and a good place to just kind of come and hang out and have a great meal and a pint or two.
Yeah, because obviously Guinness is big here.
Oh yes, yeah, especially in March. So we're going to go through probably 20 to 30 kegs of Guinness through the weekend of St. Patrick's Day and the Parade Day. Wow. So it's going to be a lot. It's a lot of beer.
Wow. So of course everybody has to come down to the parade, which again steps off in Stroudsburg and ends over in East Stroudsburg. Come check out Siamsa Irish Pub as well. And today on the grand reopening day, there's so much support here already.
Oh, it's been great from our staff, from the local community to other business owners, just asking how they could help in and pitch out and sharing that we're going to be open. It's been really awesome. And downtown Stroudsburg has this really nice community of businesses. Everybody knows each other. Everybody gets along. Everybody, wants to help each other out. So that we're all, one of us successful, we're all successful. And it's been really heartwarming to get that kind of support from everyone.
Yeah, and Siamsa always gives back to the local community in the borough as well, participating in all the events that bring people to the town, like most recently Winterfest in downtown Stroudsburg. And you guys are always at the forefront, purchasing an ice sculpture and being a part of that event, and others as well. Yeah,
every festival we have in Stroudsburg is really great. It's good for businesses, it's good for the town. Winterfest, we just had it, and we weren't fully opened yet, but it was nice to have that around, have people coming back into town again and participating. So the next big event's the parade. Then all through the summer, we have a number of festivals that the business owners, we all kind of get together and put these together ourselves and work together to make them happen. And it's a good time, and it's fun. It's a fun atmosphere and makes everybody feel good about what's going on down here.
And you did a little dish demo for us, which made me extremely hungry. What were some of the dishes that you plated for us downstairs?
Yep. So we have our traditional shepherd's pie, which is, it's a staple for an Irish pub. It looks great. It tastes great. Then I made a couple brand new dishes that we have to the menu. So a traditional Irish box tea, which is a potato pancake that we make with leeks. And then we also had a Jameson glazed Guinness as well, which is a brand new menu item.
Delicious. And if everyone who's listening right now, if you hear some noise in the background, it is because on this grand reopening day, people are downstairs celebrating. It's like the place never closed. They just came in this morning. We're ready to be back here. But we are sitting upstairs in a really cozy and a quaint part of Siamsa. This is called Cappy's. So tell us about this spot we're sitting in right now.
Sure. So this is our private dining area. So we do a lot of rehearsal dinners, showers, weddings, things of that nature. It can hold up to 80 people, and you can find out more about it on our website. You can contact if you have some event that you're planning to do. We do buffet style dinners, things like that. Yes, you're right. It's cozy up here and kind of still on Main Street, but kind of a step away from the busyness and craziness of Main Street.
People who are listening, even if they haven't been to downtown Stroudsburg before, maybe haven't been to Siamsa before, what would you tell them the atmosphere is like? What is the vibe you're going for when people come here? Because again, you're super inclusive to everyone, even if they don't have that Irish background. This is a place for everyone.
So everyone's Irish, not just on St. Patrick's Day, but also when they come to Siamsa as well. So it's, again, if you're looking for your traditional Irish pub experience, this is where you're going to find it. Just the traditional Irish dishes, the Guinness, the Jameson, the other Irish whiskeys, and just a good time to come and have a great experience together. It's fun.
Give us your hours of operation, where people can find more information.
Sure. So our website's siamsairishpub.com. You can also find us on Facebook and Instagram. We're open at 11 a.m. every day. The kitchen is open until 10 o'clock every day except Sunday. We close at 9. And the bar is open until midnight on the week and 2 o'clock on the weekends.
Doug, General Manager of Siamsa Irish Pub here in downtown Stroudsburg. Thank you for sitting down with us, and congratulations on being back open.
Thank you so much, Brianna. It was good.
Yeah,
Thanks.
Thank you for joining us. And thank you, everyone listening, for listening to this episode of Pocono Mountains Podcast. Remember, you can catch up anytime, any place, 24/7, the Pocono Television Network. Visit us at poconotelevision.com.
Siamsa Irish Pub, a focal point for the celebration on March 19th as the Pocono Irish American Club brings back the St. Patrick's Day Parade to downtown Stroudsburg and East Stroudsburg. You can watch the parade from home if you'd like. Of course, you can watch it in person too. But you can turn your TV or computer to Blue Ridge Cable TV 13 and Pocono Television Network. That's at 1:15 p.m., March 19th. Sláinte.
For a warm welcome and refreshing wine, Three Hammers Winery really delivers.
The hops at 2nd District Brew Farm are grown right here.
At Insurrection Distillery, you'll get a big city feel in our small town setting. Your trail awaits you. Make it whatever you want. Wineries, breweries, or distilleries.
I've always wanted to craft a trail.
Of course you do. Visit PoconoBeverageTrail.com.
We're back. Thanks for listening to Pocono Mountains Podcast. I'm Jim Hamill. A couple of years back, we featured the deep connections to Irish heritage in Jim Thorpe, formerly Mock Chunk. Today, the Irish still celebrate the history ingrained in the town. Enjoy. Well, here we are in March, and of course, that's the perfect time to celebrate Irish heritage, and especially right here in downtown Jim Thorpe. We're here at Molly Maguire's in the heart of downtown Jim Thorpe, a place that is well known for its Irish heritage. There have been many people who have built up the places here in Jim Thorpe, like the Dolan House we're about to visit, and had spent a lot of time, maybe for the worse, in the old jail as well. And here at Molly Maguire's, where they've celebrated throughout the years this Irish holiday. And there's so much more that we're going to take a big drink and celebrate Irish heritage in Jim Thorpe. From the moment you arrive in Jim Thorpe, you are transported back in time. Buildings that have stood for well over a century and with stories to tell. Back then, this was Mock Chunk, a town built on coal mining and the Irish.
The Irish built a lot of the town during the heyday, of course, the really wealthy periods from the mid to late 1800s. John Dolan, who built this house, was no exception.
From his bed and breakfast in the heart of town, Michael Rivkin shares the history of the Dolan House and its namesake, James Dolan from Ireland, who rose to prominence in this boomtown in the late 1800s. And Dolan was not alone.
The Irish came over and did a lot of that craftsmanship. Yes, they worked in the mines. They were really tough lives. They got their start here, and they elevated themselves socially to the point where John Dolan, for example, became the chief financial officer to Asa Packer.
There was big industry here, and for many of the Irish immigrants, they worked in the mines.
Lots of deaths in the coal mines. People struggled to eat, struggled to make a living. Sadly, the social systems were against them.
And nowhere is that tale of the struggle for the Irish more evident than at the Old Jail Museum, still intact and open for tours during the warmer months. Blaine Dart is now steward of this historic property where the infamous Molly Maguires were hung.
The Molly Maguires were a group who came over from Ireland. They were coal miners, and they were actually convicted of murder down in the mines.
There was even a major motion picture filmed in Jim Thorpe about the whole ordeal, starring Sean Connery. The story still haunts the jail, and the memory of what some believe was an injustice.
Most of them are perceived as victims. Now, we don't know 100% if they are innocent or guilty. There has been much evidence recently discovered that they are innocent, and then some are obviously guilty. I believe personally that some were innocent.
There's even a popular pub in the center of town bearing their name in one of the town's oldest standing buildings.
The miners naturally were hung up the street in the old jail, which is now a museum. And this whole town was basically Irish-German, as all the history books will tell you.
For history enthusiasts, this jail with its lasting impression of those who went before, and this town, are a perfect fit for celebrating that Irish heritage. Visitors can come in touch with places of historical significance that have been preserved for generations.
I think it's unique that we keep that. A great example is the jail, Carbon County Jail. We all know what happened at the jail with the hanging of the Molly Maguires. That's got to be preserved, and that's got to be told to our children and our children's children and grandchildren so that things like that don't ever happen again.
Jim Thorpe's mayor is quick to point out that there's still a strong Irish community in town, having held an annual St. Patrick's Parade for many years, and now shifting to an annual festival, likely next year.
People in Jim Thorpe are extremely proud of their Irish heritage.
We hope to bring that back for 2022. And one more way to celebrate the heritage of the town and the Irish who built it.
A historic town, what it is today thanks in part to the Irish men and women who sacrificed so much to make life better for future generations. Jim Hamill for the Pocono Television Network. Celebrating Irish heritage in the Poconos, in Stroudsburg at Siamsa, and at various locations in Jim Thorpe. Raise a pint to St. Patrick this month and find many more fun St. Patrick's Day events in the region at PoconoMountains.com/events. We hope you enjoyed Pocono Mountains Podcast. Please remember to subscribe anywhere podcasts are available. Come visit us in the Pocono Mountains. Plan your trip today.